afternoon, everybody. Welcome into Matlock Mester Stadium here at Earlham College. Beautiful Wednesday afternoon for some women college soccer between the Anderson University Ravens and the Earlham College Quakers. Another ACAC matchup as we are winding down towards the end of the season. After today's matchup, the Quakers will have two more games left. Actually, three more games left in the regular season, and that will be the end of the 2019 season. Anderson coming into the matchup with a record of 9-2-2, 3-1-1 in the ACAC, which is near the top, actually in fourth place right now. And with the win today, we'll be tied for second with Hanover and Franklin. Earlham coming in towards the bottom of the conference, tied for last place with Manchester and Defiance, with both teams being 0-5 in conference play. Again, we're about 6.5 minutes from opening kickoff, and we're going to bring you the starting lineups for each team, statistics coming into the matchup, and what to expect in today's game. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, again, we'll have statistics for the Anderson Ravens and also the Earlham Quakers, and also the starting lineups for each team. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management Scoreboard, we'll be right back.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you're born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with the most comprehensive auto repair services that include general services, car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. Their goal is simple: to offer the best services available at affordable prices to get you back on the road in no time. For a high-performance vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, give them a call at 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Welcome back to Matlock Mester Stadium. We're about 5 minutes away from the opening kickoff between the Ravens and the Quakers. We're going to give you the statistics coming into the season for the Anderson University Ravens. As I said, they come in 9-2-2, 3-1-1 in the ACAC. Taking a look at their statistics on the season, they have scored 20 goals on 250 shots. They're averaging 1.5 goals per game on a 0.080 shooting percentage. They have 120 shot on goals attempts. They're averaging 19.2 shots a game while also holding their opponents to 8.5 shots per game. That's a very interesting statistic because Earlham gets a high amount of shots up this season as well. So taking a look at the starting lineups for the Anderson Ravens, starting at goalkeeper will be number 45, DeAndrea Allen. And the rest of the starters, number 3, Jessica Pulaski, number 7, Katie Essick, number 10, Bailey Dornsbook, number 12, Tori Baver, number 13, Sabrina Morrison, number 18, Emily Buckman, number 20, Morgan Reed, number 25, Harper Mannion, number 33, Emily Stout, and rounding out the starting lineups for the Ravens, number 36, Hannah Plank. Now going over to the Ravens side, we'll give you the starters, then we'll give you the statistics. Starting lineups for the Quakers: at goalkeeper, 00, Mel Johnson, number 2, Aaron Welsh, number 3, Jenna Hay, number 6, Kaylee Hall, number 8, Nicole Burkett, number 13, Yuli Spade, number 14, Tess Cunningham, number 16, Jennifer Dewyer, number 17, Jordan Blackburn, number 20, Haley Beal. And to round out the starting lineups for the Earlham Quakers will be number 23, Raven McCree. We will give you the statistics for the Quakers throughout the game. Also throughout today's matchup, we will keep you updated what's going on in the ACAC, games going on throughout the conference, the standings for the rest of the conference, and also who and where the Quakers will be playing their final 3 games at. So we're going to take a break. We're 2.5 minutes away from opening kickoff. When we come back, we will have the start of the game for you. This has been pregame brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shearer. And we were going to take a break and have the start of the game for you when we come back.
We check 'em better. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle is fully inspected and reconditioned by ASE and factory trained technicians. And each Better Buy vehicle comes with a Carfax vehicle history report, so you know you can buy a vehicle with confidence. We back 'em better with a 3-day satisfaction guarantee. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified comes with a 3-day or 300-mile satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it within that 3 days or 300 miles, just bring it back and we'll exchange it for a vehicle of equal value. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We price them better. We have dedicated individuals searching the entire country for the highest quality, lowest price vehicles for our inventory. In today's competitive market, we're constantly monitoring vehicle values to ensure that we're offering the best prices possible. We guarantee that every Wetzel Better Buy vehicle is the highest quality used car or truck around. Our reconditioning process guarantees that you are getting a vehicle as close to brand new as possible, and our warranties back that up.
Earlham's about getting involved. We have more than 60 student clubs with new ones starting every year. A variety of sports, plays and concerts, parties, trips to nearby cities. Interesting people from all over the world. Earlham College, always engaged. As Earlhamites, when we set our minds to do something, we see it through.
Because when we strive to do what's right,
We believe ways will open for us.
It's why we design inclusive playgrounds and innovative transportation solutions.
Why we work to solve water crises and pioneer new technology.
Why we commit to bridging gaps and exploring the unexpected.
It's why we stay curious.
Why we insist on better answers.
Because at Earlham,
we don't see the world as a project. We see it as our purpose.
And we recognize our own potential in making this earth more beautiful,
more just,
and more peaceful for everyone.
Earlham College,
always moving forward.
Welcome back to Matlock Messer Stadium here at Earlham College. Wednesday afternoon, our men's soccer team is on the road playing at Anderson. Their game is actually going on right now, so we'll give you some updates on how their game is going on. Game is just about underway between the Quakers and the Ravens. Anderson will start the game off with possession. Number 25, Mannion will pass it off to her side of the field, and the game is underway. And the Quakers coming in on the season, averaging 16.5 shots a game, down to 12 in conference. But Anderson's defense holds their opponents to just under 9 shots per game, so we'll see how the Quakers counteract Anderson's defense. And the biggest issue, I would say, with the Quakers in conference is accuracy when shooting on goal. They take a lot of shots, but have trouble putting it in the net. Out of bounds off of the Ravens, so a throw-in coming up for the Quakers. Down in the right side corner, throwing off of Burkett, off of Welsh, but cut in front of and now dribbling is Pulaski for the Ravens. Knocked out of bounds by the Quakers. A throw-in for Anderson coming up. So Anderson, also, if you look at their statistics, have, like I said, only shooting 0.80% percentage on the season, but hold their opponents to 0.63 percentage. So Anderson is a very good defensive team coming in to the matchup. And when you look at their schedule, a lot of their wins are in close matchups. 2-1, 2-0. They've had a couple of 3-0 wins, and even the losses that they've suffered on the season, it was 0-1. And inside the 18, the shot from number 18, Buckman, is deflected off of Mel Johnson. Nice save from the freshman out of Indianapolis. And nice save from Kaylee Hawes. Mel Johnson came out to meet Pulaski. Ball still in the 18. Ravens have possession, and it looks like number 12, Baver, was lined up to take the shot, but kicked out by Dewyer. Anderson still with possession, out of bounds off of Dewyer, and a corner kick coming up for the Ravens. First corner kick of the game. Anderson actually suffered their first loss in conference this past Saturday at Franklin. 2 ties on the season with Transylvania and also Alma College. Kicked out by Jenna Hay off of Plank, and a whistle call goes against the Ravens, and free kick coming up for Earlham. More on Anderson. They have a double overtime win against Bethel University. So a very, like I said, very good defensive team coming in. Earlham on offense. Like I said, they take a lot of shots against their opponents, just have trouble making most of the shots they take. Kicked out of bounds off of Anderson. Throw in for the Quakers coming up. Outside the 18, Jenna Hafe off of Haley Beal. Burkett's shot sails far right and out of bounds, and our first goal kick of the game for the Ravens. Goalkeeper number 45, DeAndrea Allen, senior out of Indianapolis. Ball at the midfield circle. The pass over to Pulaski. Trying to find Reed, but ran down by Kaylee Hall. She'll kick it away, but it goes right to Pulaski. Now back on the Ravens side of the field, number 7, Essick. But up ahead to Mannion, trying to get by McCree. The pass up ahead to number 18, Bookman. Tess Cunningham comes away with possession, goes off the foot of number 13, Morrison. Out of bounds, throw in for the Quakers coming up. Once again, out of bounds. This time a throw in for the Ravens. 39:45 remaining in the first half. Ball on the Quakers side of the field. Once again, kicked out of bounds. Another throw in for the Ravens coming up. The pass to Pulaski, deflected off of Haley Beal. And the shot from number 36, Hannah Plank, goes into the goal, up in the deep right corner of the goal. And now the Ravens get on the board in the first 6 minutes of the matchup. The pass from number 3, Jessica Pulaski, and a beautiful shot from Plank as it went up on the far right corner, just out of the reach for Johnson, and the Quakers now trail 1-0. Pulaski back to Essick. So we'll see how the Quakers respond. It's the first 6 minutes of the game, so it's no panic. Allen will pass it out to her defender. Cut off by Dewyer. Dewyer in a foot race with Stout. And it goes out of bounds off of Stout. Throw in Dewyer and the Quakers. Dewey's throw in bounces right in front of Morrison. Kicked up field by the Ravens, away from the 18, but taken away by Cunningham. Jenna Hay trying to track it down. Kicked out of bounds off of the Ravens, and our first corner kick for the Quakers coming up. Number 13, Yuli Spade will have the corner kick for the Quakers. Yuli Spade, freshman out of Louisville, Kentucky, coming out of Mercy Academy. Spade's corner kick is deflected off of Allen, off the head of Hay, drops in front of Beal, still in the 18 for the Quakers. And the shot from Kaylee Hall sails out of bounds, and goal kick coming up for Allen and the Ravens. Allen's kick will sail out of bounds. It was short, and it looks like the wind blew it out of bounds as it had a sharp curve. So throw in for the Quakers. Spade's pass off of Cunningham. And now the Ravens have possession near at midfield. Kaylee Hall will pass it up to Cunningham. Back to Dewyer. Out of bounds off of the Ravens. Throw in for the Quakers coming up. 36-40 remaining in the first half. Taken away by number 20, Reed, dribbling onto the Quaker side of the field. The pass up ahead to Mannion. Over to Pulaski. Approaching the 18. Nice defensive play from Haley Beal as she took it away from Buckman. Over to Aaron Welsh. Welsh will throw it in for the Quakers, right to Yuli Spade. Ends up going out of bounds off the Quakers. Pulaski will throw it in. Finds Mannion just outside of the 18. Her pass will be kicked out by Kaylee Hall and bounced off of Jenna Hay. Up ahead to Yuli Spade. Spade's pass up ahead. Burkett trying to track it down in a foot race with Allen, and Allen will kick it out for the Ravens. Yuli Spade will pass it back to Aaron Welsh. Burkett over to Spade. Tess Cunningham dribbling for the Quakers. Her pass deflects off of the Anderson defender, and the shot from the Quakers will be retrieved by Allen. Allen's kick short, but it rolls to the midfield circle, straight to Haley Beal. Back to Kaylee Hall, up to Blackburn. At the midfield circle, Yuli Spade's pass back to Beal. Tess Cunningham dribbling for the Quakers. The pass up ahead to Jenna Hay, off of Hay, but right to Pulaski, and she will pass it back to her defender, number 13, Sabrina Morrison. The pass over to Essick, cut off by Burkett. Burkett's pass to Blackburn, cut off and deflected off of number 10, Bailey Dorn's book. Haley Beals pass to Aaron Welsh, up ahead to Spade. Burkett's pass taken away by the Anderson University Ravens. McCree's kick sails to Allen. She'll come out and make the grab for Anderson. 33-15 remaining in the first half. Off of McCree, and it will bounce in front of Beal. The pass up ahead to Mannion. Mel Johnson will come out and make the grab for the Quakers and throw it out to Dewyer. Off the head of Hall. Ball still on the Quakers side of the field. Ran down by Haley Beal. Pass over to Dewyer. Out of bounds off of the Ravens. Throw in for the Quakers coming up. Nice day outside. Just a little bit windy. Blackburn trying to run it down. But Anderson will pass back to their goalkeeper, Allen. At the midfield line, Pulaski up to Bookman. Jenna Hay trying to run it down, but Allen will come out and kick it away from the 18. Burkett up ahead to Blackburn. Quakers on the Anderson side of the field. The pass to Jenna Hayes goes too far in front of her, and Allen makes the grab. Kick from Allen, bounces at midfield, right in front of Mannion. Mannion dribbling for the Ravens, but her pass cut off by Welsh. Dewyer trying to pass it up ahead, sails a little too far, and Allen will once again come out and make the grab for the Ravens. Off the head of Cunningham. See if the Quakers can get a shot off at Allen. Julie Spade trying to pass up ahead to Burkett. Burkett does run it down deep in the corner and kicked out of bounds off of Essick. Throw in for the Quakers coming up. For those watching, if you want to check out the live stats, go to goearlham.com. Kicked out by Pulaski off of McCree, but bounces in front of Mannion. McCree will kick it out of bounds. A throw in for the Ravens. Buckman up to Pulaski. Pulaski dribbling, trying to find Mannion, but kicked out of the 18 by Kaylee Hall and ran down by Welsh. Spade's pass to Burkett sails out of bounds. Throw in for the Ravens. Up ahead to Buckman. Her pass off of Beal, Spade up ahead to Blackburn. Quakers are on the move. Burkett's pass deflected off of Essick. She maintains possession. And Burkett's pass will sail out of bounds, and a goal kick coming up for Allen and the Ravens. No substitutions yet by either team. 28:30 remaining in the first half. Taken away by Cunningham. The pass goes through Jenna Hay and back to the Ravens. Buckman will pass off to Plank. Ball on the Ravens side of the field. And taking a look at the Ravens, their highest scoring game of the season has been 3. And taking a look at how they play, seems like once they get the lead, they play with control. They don't rush. And they play smart. So Earlham's going to have to find a way to either speed up Anderson, and they're also going to have to try to find a way to get behind their defense and get some more shots off at Allen. I think your game plan changes once you start trailing in a matchup. Cunningham dribbling for the Quakers. Pass up ahead to Jenna Hay, but kicked out by number 13, Morrison. And actually a whistle blown. No, a throw in for the Ravens as it was out on the Quakers. Off of Beal. Ball on the Ravens side of the field, but Yulie Spade will kick it back to her side and Raven McCree. .26:20 remaining in the first half. Haley Beal's pass up ahead to Burkett. Actually, Erin Welsh's pass off of Allen. Allen is out the goal, but she ends up making the grab for the Ravens before Earlham can get a shot off at the goal. Haley Beal now dribbling off of Cunningham and right back to the Ravens. Kaylee Hall will pass it up ahead to Beal. As I said, we'll give you updates on what's going on in the ACAC. Out of bounds off of the Ravens. And a throw in for the Quakers. So right now, Manchester leads Defiance 1-0. And all the rest of the games for the ACAC don't start till 7 p.m. or later. Ball still on the Ravens side of the field. Haley dribbling. Back to Jenna Hay. Her pass to Burkett. Cut off by Morrison. Back out to Cunningham, and she'll pass it back out to Spade. Welsh's pass will sail out of bounds. Another goal kick for Anderson coming up. Allen will have the goal kick for the Ravens. Cut off by Kaylee Hall. Back over to Jenna Hay. Haley Beal dribbling, nearing the 18. And her pass to Cunningham kicked out by the Anderson defense. Over to number 20, Reed. Possession back to the Quakers. 23-20 remaining in the first half. Kicked out by Morrison. Quakers still have it on Anderson's side of the field, but have not gotten a shot off in quite a while. And I think starting to understand why Anderson can hold their opponents to fewer shots than their average, as McCree will kick it out of bounds and a throw in for the Ravens coming up. Substitution coming up for Anderson as number 8, Taylor Baker, and 17, Kaylee Revelle come in for Baver and Mannion. So Baker and Revelle seeing their first minutes in today's matchup as Anderson throws it in. On the Quaker side of the field, Buckman will pass over to Pulaski. Baker over to Plank. Plank with the goal in the game for the Ravens. Plank's pass sails over Reed and out of bounds, and Mel Johnson will have the goal kick for the Quakers. .45 remaining. Mel Johnson's kick short. Kicked out by Hall, but off the head of Plank. Drops in front of Beal. And Kaylee Hall will kick it over to the midfield line, and it will roll back to Morrison on the Anderson backline defense. Over to Pulaski. Plank trying to find Buckman, but kicked out by McCree. But it falls right in front of Stout. Baker over to Reed. Reed over to Pulaski. Pulaski shot caught by Mel Johnson. Nice grab by Earlham's goalkeeper. And she will wait for the players to clear out of the 18. And Mel Johnson's kick, it's a good one, off of Burkett, but it sails still on the Quaker side of the field. Tess Cunningham will pass it back to Hall. Aaron Welsh up to Blackburn. Blackburn's pass deflected off of Essick, right back to the Ravens. Over to Buckman, but she was not able to keep her ground. So as she slipped and fell, Raven McCree came over and passed it up ahead. Morrison over to Stout. Stout dribbling to pass up ahead to Revelle. Over to Baker. And Mel Johnson will come out and make the grab for the Quakers. Johnson's kick off of the head of Burkett. Over to Reed. Baker trying to find Pulaski. Drops in front of Pulaski and Welsh. And Raven McCree will kick it out of bounds. And another throw-in coming up for the Ravens. Thrown in by Essick. Pulaski dribbling deeper in the corner. Her pass off of Spade. And Raven McCree will kick it once again out of bounds, but this time it's toward the midfield line. Essick will throw it again. And Essick's pass up ahead to Bookman falls in front of McCree, and it ends up going out of bounds. And actually a nice play by McCree as she prevented a corner kick for the Ravens and just kept it a throw in. Deep in the corner, Pulaski has it taken away from her by Welsh, up ahead to Blackburn. Another good defensive stand by the Quakers. 18 minutes remaining in the first half. Essex pass taken away by the Quakers. A Spade's pass deflects off of the referee. Plank will pass it back to Morrison. Back ahead to Plank. And trying to find Reed, but it falls in front of Dewyer. And Dewyer will kick it out of bounds, and a corner kick coming up for Anderson. Reed will have the corner kick for the Ravens, and it will be caught by Mel Johnson. Mel Johnson's kick. This one is a little shorter. Gets past Ravel and bounces in front of Blackburn. Blackburn tries to head it to Burkett, but kicked away by Essick. Out of bounds off of the Ravens. Throw in for the Quakers. Welsh's throw in goes off of Essex and out of bounds once again. Throw in off of Cunningham. Blackburn's pass gets intercepted by the defense. Beal's pass over to Dewyer ends up going to Reed. Reed trying to pass it up ahead to Bookman, but Kaylee Hall is there for the Quakers. She'll kick it out of bounds, and a throw in for Anderson coming up on the far right side of the field on the Quaker side. Ravel will pass back to Stout. Over to Baker. Baker trying to get by McCree, but Bookman will take the shot, and it goes straight to the chest of Mel Johnson, and she makes the catch for the Quakers. Nice save for Mel. Falls right in front of Reed. And pass over to Reed. Anderson doing a real good job of maintaining control. They've kept possession mainly on the Quakers side of the field, when the Quakers have been able to get over on the Anderson side. Anderson's done a good job of keeping Earlham away from their goalkeeper. Earlham's taken 3 shots in this game, 1 shot on goal, but it's been almost 20 minutes since Earlham's last shot. We're under 15 minutes remaining in the first half. Baker trying to keep Beal away. The pass over to Plank, cut in front of by Spade. Pulaski's pass off of Welsh, but it falls in front of Morrison, and it still goes out of bounds. The throw in from Welsh right to Cunningham. Cunningham will pass back to Blackburn. Dewyer was not able to get to it before Stout was. And again, Anderson is keeping Earlham away from its goalkeeper when Earlham's able to get the ball over on their side of the field as Haley Beal is now dribbling for the Quakers. She's able to get by Stout, but Stout is able to catch up to her, and she'll kick it ahead, stays in bounds. Over to Blackburn. Blackburn to Cunningham. Ball is in the 18, and it is kicked out of bounds off of the Ravens, so a corner kick coming up for the Quakers. Substitution for Earlham. Number 12, Yana Miller, will come in for number 3, Jenna Hay. Corner kick coming from Yuli Spade. Spade's corner kick in front of Cunningham. But nice defense from the Ravens as Cunningham lined up the shot. Out to Buckman. Buckman over to Pulaski. Back over to Buckman. Ravens have numbers. Buckman's pass to Baker. Ran down by Dewyer. Dewyer will kick it out of bounds. And a throw-in for the Ravens coming up. Nice hustle from Dewyer. Substitutions for Anderson as number 9, Nadia Bentley, comes in for Essex. Buckman will come out. She's got a pretty bad limp. Maybe stepped on somebody's foot. As number 6, Kelsey Dunn, comes into the matchup for the Ravens. Possession battle. Reed dribbling. Kicked out by Hall, right to Spade. Goes off of Spade and out of bounds. And another throw in for the Ravens coming up. Dewey's throw in. Reed's pass over to Dunn. Ball out of bounds off of Earlham. Throw in for Anderson. We're approaching 11 minutes remaining in this first half. Anderson scored in the first 6 minutes of the game. Goal from Hannah Plank. Off the head of Dunn, right to Cunningham. McCree passes it up ahead to Burkett. Actually falls in front of Miller. But once again, Anderson's able to get possession back. Pass back on the Anderson side of the field. Up ahead, though, to Baker as Ravel dribbling. And her pass to Pulaski over to Dunn. Dunn's shot sails out of bounds. Goal kick coming up for Mel Johnson. Mel Johnson, goal kick. Bounces right in front of Plank. Tess Cunningham dribbling for the Quakers. And her pass goes far ahead of Burkett, and Allen will come out and make the grab for Anderson. Aaron Welsh up ahead to Cunningham. Back on the Ravens side of the field. The pass up ahead to Blackburn. Ran down by the Ravens defense and kicked out by Bentley. But Haley Beal jumps in front of it. But nice defensive play from Plank as she passes it up ahead to Dunn. But right back to Kaylee Hall as Dunn's pass was a little too far for Baker. Again, Anderson doing a very good job of maintaining control of a lot of possessions in this matchup as McCree and Baker in a foot race. McCree will run it down, and it will be kicked out of bounds. It goes off of Anderson, and a throw in for the Quakers with 8:45 remaining in the first half. Bounces in front of Dunn, out to Plank. Over to Stout. On the Quakers side of the field, Anderson has spent a lot of time in this half on the Earlham side of the field, but taken away by Burkett. Burkett's pass for Miller sails a little too far in front of her, and it bounces over on the Anderson defense and over to Pulaski. Back to Baker. The pass kicked away by Dewyer. Nice move from Yuli Spade. Spade over to Cunningham. Cunningham with room to dribble, but her pass deflects off Morrison, and Morrison's able to get it over to Baker. Baker's pass was too far for Reed, and Mel Johnson will come out and make the grab for the Quakers. Pulaski, with nobody near her, has room to dribble. Trying to get by Welsh. Will pass back to Plank, and Plank will pass back onto the Ravens side of the field. Yana Miller trying to run it down. With the pass over to Stout, and up ahead to Ravel. And a foul called on Yuli Spade of the Quakers. So Anderson will have a free kick. Morrison's kick off the head of Dunn. Ran down by Reed. Kaylee Hall gets it away from the 18, up ahead to Spade. The pass looking for Burkett, but Anderson is the only one near it. But back over to Cunningham. Blackburn. Back to Spade on the Ravens side of the field. The pass up ahead for Miller off the head of Bentley. 6 minutes remaining in this first half. Aaron Welsh up to Miller. Spade with the pass in the corner. It will sail out of bounds. And a throw in for the Ravens as it just went out of bounds on the right side of the flagpole rather than the left. Substitutions for each team. For the Quakers, number 26, Carissa Horton, and number 4, Brooke New come in for Ravel and Plank. And in the matchup for the Quakers, number 19, Sandrowski for Burkett, and number 24, Emma Bissard for Yuli Spade. Out of bounds, throw in for the Quakers on the Anderson side of the field. Off of Miller. Blackburn's pass kicked out by Morrison, but right to Welsh. In the 8, just outside the 18. Emma Bissard over to Beal. And Beal's pass will sail right in front of Pulaski. Taken away by Beal. And now dribbling away and kicked out away from the 18, Brooke New. Up ahead to Baker, over to Reed. Reed's pass in front of McCree. Trying to get by Dunn. And McCree's able to get it out. But Pulaski beats Aaron Welsh to the ball. Now deep in the left side corner. Pulaski trying to get by Welsh. Pass over to Dunn, gets through, falls in front of Dewyer. And Dewyer will kick it away from the 18, but it bounces off of Reed. In the 18, Dunn for the Ravens. And her pass kicked out by Welsh, but it falls in front of Baker, just outside of the 18. Earlham now with possession, but Haley Beal ran down by Stout, and the possession goes back to the Ravens with 3:20 remaining in the first half. Looking at the live stats, in Earlham with only 3 shots in the game, 1 shot on goal. Anderson with 5 shots and 4 shots on goal, but Earlham's last shot came over 30 minutes ago. So Anderson doing a very good job of keeping Earlham from having shot opportunities on Allen. And also Anderson is keeping a lot of the possession on the Quakers side of the field, as Mel Johnson makes the grab for the Quakers with 2.5 minutes remaining in this half. Bounces on the Anderson side of the field off the head of Bassard. But the pass over to Pulaski, but back to Bentley. Over to Baker. Pulaski now with room, entering the 18. The pass over to Baker. Baker lines it up, and Baker's shot is saved by Mel Johnson. Nice save. Baker had plenty of room around her, but kicked it straight to Johnson. Nice kick from Johnson as it bounced off Bassard and ran down by Stout. Under 2 minutes remaining in the first half. The pass from number 26, Carissa Horton, taken away by Cunningham. Dewey's throw-in off the head of Stout, and it falls in front of New. Pass ran down by Welsh, just outside of Earlham's 18, and Welsh will kick it away. Falls right in front of Horton. Brooke New will pass it back to Horton. Kicked away by Beal, but right in front of Reed. So we're approaching the end of the first half. We're under a minute remaining. Dunn will pass back to Reed. Reed's shot will be caught by Mel Johnson. Another save for the freshman out of Warren Central. 30 seconds remaining in the first half. Morrison dribbling for the Ravens. Up to Pulaski. Baker's pass deflects off Sandrowski. Blackburn up ahead to Miller. Miller over to Dewyer. 7, 6. Bassard takes the shot, and Allen makes the save for the Ravens, and that will run out the clock. And that is the end of the first half. Anderson leads the Quakers 1-0. 15 minutes on the board before the start of the second half. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll give you the live stats from the first half, what to expect in the second half, and then the start of the second half. So Earlham trailing 1-0 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. We will be back in a few.
Looking for the home of your dreams? This spacious property offers over 4,600 square feet of living space, featuring 5 bedrooms, with 3 full and 1 half bathroom. This property is currently listed for under $270,000. For more information or to schedule a showing, please contact the listing team.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
We check them better. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle is fully inspected and reconditioned by ASE and factory trained technicians. And each Better Buy vehicle comes with a Carfax vehicle history report, so you know you can buy a vehicle with confidence. We back them better with a 3-day satisfaction guarantee. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified comes with a 3-day or 300-mile satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it within that 3 days or 300 miles, just bring it back and we'll exchange it for a vehicle of equal value. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We price them better. We have dedicated individuals searching the entire country for the highest quality, lowest price vehicles for our inventory. In today's competitive market, we're constantly monitoring vehicle values to ensure that we're offering the best prices possible. We guarantee that every Wetzel Better Buy vehicle is the highest quality used car or truck around. Our reconditioning process guarantees that you are getting a vehicle as close to brand new as possible, and our warranties back that up.
As Earlhamites, when we set our minds to do something, we see it through.
Because when we strive to do what's right,
we believe ways will open for us.
It's why we design inclusive playgrounds and innovative transportation solutions.
Why we work to solve water crises and pioneer new technology.
Why we commit to bridging gaps and exploring the unexpected.
It's why we stay curious.
Why we insist on better answers.
Because at Earlham,
we don't see the world as a project. We see it as our purpose.
And we recognize our own potential in making this earth more beautiful,
more just,
and more peaceful for everyone.
Earlham College.
Always moving forward.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance.
Our community. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally to watch people grow with endless possibilities.
I got this.
I got this.
I got this.
At Harrington Hogue, we believe your life belongs to you. That's why we work hard to make sure that your insurance coverage is the last thing you have to worry about. So when it comes to keeping you protected,
We got this.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery, Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023. Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com. Georgia Direct is your one-stop source for floor coverings and decorating ideas for remodeling a home, office, kitchen, or bathroom. Their showroom offers quality products from Mohawk, Shaw, Armstrong, Craft Made, and many more. They proudly offer Richmond the best quality and variety of home design solutions at competitive prices. At Georgia Direct, their goal is to deliver an outstanding customer experience from selection through installation. Georgia Direct Carpets and Cabinets, 5200 National Road East, Richmond. After the unexpected, expect us. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance of Fayette, Rush, Union, Decatur, and Shelby counties. Auto, home, life, renters, farm, crop, and business coverage. Coverage you need in a language you know. We take customer satisfaction seriously and don't take a cookie-cutter approach to your coverage. For more information, call 800-723-3276 or go to their website, in.farmbureau.com.
Hey, this is Steve, and out at Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto, in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf and I approve this message.
Welcome back to Matlock Mr. Stadium. We're about 4 minutes away from the start of the second half. Gonna go over the first half stats. taking a look at Anderson with 7 shots, 6 shots on goal, 2 saves by Allen, 2 corner kicks, and 2 fouls committed by the Ravens. 4 shots for the Quakers, 2 shots on goal, and that 5 saves from Mel Johnson, 2 corner kicks, and 1 foul. And one thing we saw from the Quakers is they went about 30-plus minutes without a shot. That last shot came in the last 15 seconds of the first half. Anderson has been controlling the game and doing a very good job of keeping Earlham away from the goal every time Earlham gets on their side of the field. Anderson is going to, you expect them to make a little bit of adjustments, but they expect them to keeping control of the game. Earlham, you expect to come out a little more aggressive and we're curious to see how they counteract Anderson's style of play. So that's going to do it for the halftime stats. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have the start of the second half for you here on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. We'll be back in a few.
Hey, if you're looking for a great place to dine, how about Little Sheba's? Come join them in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue and grab one of their gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice-cold beer or your favorite wine. Featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, and more in their smoke-free environment. You can get a 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home. For more information about Little Sheba's, give them a call at 962-2999. Today's game brought to you in part by Mancino's Pizza and Grinders. Mancino's is family-friendly, serving fresh grinders, pizza, pasta, and salads every day. They serve great food priced for family budgets. Mancino's Italian bread and pizza dough are made from scratch every day, and the baking process may take a little more time, but the end result of freshness and flavor make the real difference in all of Mancino's award-winning products. Mancino's of Richmond. Give them a call at 966-1166 or go to their website, mancinosofrichmond.com. New Vision Sports is a training program that focuses on the training and improvement of the serious-minded athlete, including all ages and skill levels. From creating customized workout plans to providing ongoing motivation and support, New Vision strives to help you achieve your training goals. Their trainers use a variety of effective workout plans based on your specific goals. New Vision Sports, 977-5831, or go to their website, newvisionsports.com. That's New Vision Sports with a Z.
As an internet service provider, Parallax Systems offers reliable residential high-speed internet service and business service. With a fiber backbone reaching over 150 miles, we have created a multifaceted delivery system. Our dark fiber leasing has proved beneficial to public and private sectors alike. Parallax serves Wayne County and surrounding areas. Parallax Systems, when speed matters, a division of Richmond Power and Light.
At the Reed Orthopedic Center, our physicians and support team devote themselves to helping you return to a healthy and active lifestyle. Our expertise includes shoulder, elbow, foot, ankle, hand, wrist, hip, and knee injuries, as well as pain management and rehabilitation, and school athletic training programs and sports medicine. We are committed to providing you with the best possible orthopedic treatment that we can. To request an appointment at the Reed Orthopedic Center, call 765-935-8905.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. In a small town, a company like theirs cannot stay in business for as long as they have without being very good at what they do. It's not just about quality work, it's about customer service. If that's the kind of experience you want on your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Call Reynolds Plumbing today at 966-0994.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Welcome back to Matlock Messer Stadium. We are set to get the second half underway. Earlham will have possession to start out the second half. Starters back on the field for the Quakers and for the Ravens. Whistle blown and the second half is underway. Haley Beal will pass back to Dewyer. Ball is on the Quakers side. Deflected off of Jenna Hay, out of bounds, a throw in for the Ravens. Nearing the 18, Tess Cunningham will pass over to Aaron Welsh. And Burkett is not able to get to it before Allen, and Allen is able to make the grab. Allen fell as she was trying to make the grab, and it looked like Burkett was going to have an easy goal, but Allen was able to jump on it. Pulaski dribbling. Oh. Kicked away by Spade off the head of Essick. In front of Buckman. At the midfield, Reed dribbling for the Ravens. Over to Albert. Mannion approaching the 18, trying to get by Hall, and her pass will be grabbed by Mel Johnson. Stout. Pass over to Albert. Spade over to Dewyer. Spade's pass deflected off of Stout. Stout's able to pass it on to the Quaker side of the field. Ran down by McCree, and she'll kick it out of bounds. A throw in for the Ravens coming up. Off of Beal. Mannion trying to get by Beal, but Cunningham comes away with it. Cunningham dribbling for the Quakers. Pass midfield. The pass up ahead. Burkett in a foot race. Burkett's able to get there inside the 18. Burkett's pass sails across the field. Kicked out by Essick. Off of Reed. Aaron Welsh pass. Burkett in the 18. Burkett shot sails left. Out of bounds. Goal kick coming up for Allen. Over to Mannion. Pulaski now with room to dribble. Cross midfield. And was trying to find Reed. And she's able to get it from Dewyer. Dewyer was looking for the foul as it looked like Reed pushed her. But no call, and Reed's pass sails nearly out of bounds. Ran down by Pulaski off of Beal. Throw in for the Ravens. Over to Buckman. Albert just outside the 18. Kicked away by Dewyer, but over to Plank. Outside of the 18. Reed will pass out to Stout. Stout's pass goes right to Dewyer. And Dewyer dribbling for the Quakers. Pass deflected off of Stout. Over to Plank. And Dewyer will kick it out of bounds. Throw in for the Ravens. Mannion's pass is kicked out by McCree. Another throw in for the Ravens coming up. Once again, out of bounds off the Quakers. Another throw in coming up for Anderson. Stout's pass off of Buckman. Kicked out by the Quakers, but right back to the Ravens. Pulaski's pass to Mannion. Back to Pulaski. And once again, McCree is there. Blackburn now dribbling for the Quakers. Out of bounds. Throw in for the Ravens. Now a throw in for the Quakers. At the midfield line, Burkett's pass off of Albert. Plank will head it over to Albert. Stout passes ahead to Reed. Reed with room. Trying to pass up ahead to Buckman, but Mel Johnson comes out and makes the grab for the Quakers. Just outside the 18. Kaylee Hall off of Cunningham. It bounces back into the 18. And Aaron Welsh is able to kick it away, but right to Essick. Essick dribbling, finds Pulaski. Pulaski in the 18, trying to get by Welsh. The pass over to Mannion. Mannion's shot just sails over the goal. And a goal kick coming up for Mel Johnson. Off of McCree out to Pulaski. Pulaski's shot is right in front of Johnson, and she makes the save for the Ravens. at midfield, Plank over to Essick, and it's more of what we saw in the first half. Anderson is really controlling possession, keeping Earlham away from Allen. 35-20 remaining in this first half. Burkett dribbling for the Quakers. Kicked out by Essick. Goes out of bounds, throw in for the Quakers. Off of Welsh. Welsh's pass up ahead. Kicked away by Stout. Albert will pass back to Stout, and Stout's pass off of Cunningham. Haley Beal trying to get by a few Raven defenders. Over to Cunningham off of Jenna Hay. Back to Beal. Raven McCree dribbling, but Mannion's able to come up with it. Mannion's pass to Reed, and a call for offsides against Reed. So free kick for the Quakers. Out of bounds. Throw in for Earlham coming up. Mannion dribbling for the Ravens. Out of bounds, the Ravens throw in. Burkett now dribbling for the Quakers. Julie Spades pass up ahead to Burkett on the Ravens side of the field. 32 minutes remaining in this second half. Giving you an update on the ACAC. And 3 of the games won't be kicking off until after 7. Pass out of bounds. Throw in for the Quakers. And Manchester still leads Defiance 1-0 with 35 minutes remaining in that matchup. Give you an update on our men's soccer team, as last time we checked that score was tied 2-2 in the second half. And the shot from Albert sails left. And out of bounds it goes. Mel Johnson with goal kick coming up. Bounces in front of Mannion. Short kick. Off of Blackburn. Stout runs it down. It goes off of Dewyer. And another throw in for the Ravens coming up. And at the conclusion of this game, both our men and women's team will be at Franklin this Saturday. As Stout deep in the corner, sails out of bounds. Goal kick coming up for Mel Johnson. Then our women's team will be at Defiance next Wednesday. And then both our men's and women's team will be at home on Saturday, November 2nd for their last games of the season. Out of bounds, off of Anderson, off of the Quakers. So a throw in for the Ravens. We're under 30 minutes remaining in this second half. In the 18, the shot from Buckman goes off the foot of Welsh and it slowed down the shot. So Mel Johnson was able to come out and make the grab for the Quakers. Free kick coming up for the Ravens. Mel Johnson makes the grab for the Quakers. Ball still on the Quaker side of the field. It has not been on the Anderson side much this second half. And taking a look at the live stats, Earlham has only taken one shot this second half, and that was in the first minute of the second half. So it's been almost 20 minutes since they've been able to get a shot off. Reed dribbling, the pass up to Mannion. Kicked out by Welsh over to Beal. Reed outside the 18. Looks like she was trying to pass it, but it went right to Mel Johnson, and she makes the grab for the Quakers. Stout over to Pulaski. Pulaski trying to pass to Mannion. Ran down by Dewyer, and it goes out of bounds off of Dewyer. And a corner kick for the Ravens coming up. A very smart play by Mannion. Mannion will have the corner kick. And her kick goes off of Beal. And Beal will kick it out of bounds. Actually, Stout saved it before it went out of bounds. Off of Spade. But recovered by Buckman over to Pulaski. Blackburn now with possession, trying to get by Mannion. Dewey's able to gain control. Over to Beal. Still outside the 18. Pulaski over to Buckman. Buckman to Plank. Plank slips and falls. And the possession's able to go back to the Quakers. But Anderson's able to get it back. Reed over to Buckman. Back out to Pulaski. Over to Albert. Reed's pass. Ends up getting kicked out of bounds off of Welsh. A throw in for the Ravens. And substitutions for each team. Starting with the Ravens. Number 12, Baver. And number 8, Baker come in for Albert and Mannion. Burkett, Jenna Hay, Yuli Spade, and Blackburn all come out. Yana Miller, Emma Bassard, Sam Sendrowski, and Eva Lyon check in to the matchup for the Quakers. Lyon getting her first minutes in today's matchup. Yana Miller up ahead to Lyon. But once again, we see Anderson's defense keep Earlham away. Aaron Welsh up to Bassard. Haley Beal dribbling. But another great defensive play by the Ravens. Baver's pass to Baker. Ran down by McCree. Out of bounds off of the Quakers. Throw in for the Ravens deep in the corner. 23:55 remaining in this second half. Kicked out by Dewyer. Inside the 18, Baver, her pass off of the pass was off of number 8, Baker, and it fell right in front of Johnson, and she made the grab. "23 minutes remaining in the second half. Over to Baker. Ran down by Pulaski. Whistle blown out of bounds. Throw in for Earlham. Over to Cunningham. Still on the Quaker side of the field. Plank. It's passed right to Hall. Hall dribbling for the Quakers. Kicked out of bounds off of the Ravens. Throw in for the Quakers. Cunningham's pass off of Plank. Baver with possession. Tried to pass up ahead to Buckman, but Dewyer was able to get control. Over to Sendrowski. Off of Hall. Over to Baver. Baver looking for Buckman. Buckman passes back to Baver, and Baver's shot sails right out of bounds. And another goal kick coming up for the Quakers. Mel Johnson. Off of Beal. So Plank will pass it over to Essick. Out of bounds. Throw in for the Quakers coming up. Off of Cunningham at the midfield line. Back on the Quakers side of the field. Aaron Welsh up to Beal. Back to Cunningham. We're at 20 minutes remaining in this second half. Cunningham dribbling. The pass up to Lyon. Lyon with the free shot, and it sails over the goal and out of bounds. Goal kick coming up for Allen. That was the clearest and best shot Earlham has got today. And it sailed over the goal. And a goal kick for Allen coming up. Allen's kick short. Baker up ahead to Reed. Buckman and Dewey are in a foot race. Buckman will win that foot race entering the 18. But nice defensive play from Dewey. Reed. And the shot from Baver sails out of bounds. Another goal kick from Mel Johnson coming up. Cunningham trying to get by Baker. Passes back to Dewey. Cunningham up to Lyon. Lyon's pass goes off a plank, but right to Miller. Pass back to Hall. Sendrowski has it tipped by Buckman. Baver back to Stout. $17:30 remaining in this second half. Earlham's going to have to find some way to get some more shots on Allen. Or if they're not able to get a lot of shots on Allen, take advantage of the ones that they are able to get. 'Cause Anderson has kept possession on the Earlham side of the field majority of this game. And when Earlham does get it on the Anderson side of the field, Anderson's defense keeps Earlham away from the goal majority of the time. Reed pass up ahead to Pulaski. But Mel Johnson comes out and makes the grab for the Quakers and rolls it up ahead to Sendrowski. Ran down by Baker. Bessard dribbling. Over to Cunningham. Cunningham with room. Tipped from behind by Plank and kicked out by the Anderson back line. Bessard's pass off the head of Lyon, but goes back towards Hall. And Aaron Welsh passes it back to McCree. Haley Beal up to Bessard. Goes out of bounds, throw in for the Ravens coming up. Substitution for Anderson as Number 26, Horton, comes back in for Reed, and looks like number 9, Nadia Bentley, is in for Essex. In the 18, Baver trying to get by Dewyer. Baver's shot deflected off of Dewyer and kicked out by Hall, but ran down by Buckman. And the shot from Mannion sailed left and out of bounds. Goal kick for Johnson with 14 and a half minutes remaining in the ball game. Kicked ahead to Allen. She'll come out and make the grab for the Ravens. Approaching the 18, Bassar, but has it kicked out by Bentley. Cunningham runs it down, but kicked out by Baver all the way back toward the midfield line, and it goes out of bounds. Throw in for Earlham. Back to Hall, but Baver is there once again for the Anderson defense. But Cunningham is able to get it out to Dewyer. In the 18, kicked out of bounds by Stout. Throw in for Earlham. Out of bounds, another corner kick for Earlham. Yana Miller will have the corner kick for the Quakers. Miller's kick off of Lyon. Haley Beal has it and passes it up to Dewyer. Over to Bassard. Out of bounds off of Earlham, and the Ravens will have a throw-in. Nice defensive stand from Anderson. Substitution for Anderson is number 17. Caitlin Ravel comes in for Buckman. Free kick for the Quakers after the Anderson foul. Hall's free kick off of Plank out to Dewyer. Plank passes it over to Baver, and Baver kicks it out of bounds. Throw in for Earlham. Off of Stout. Kaylee Hall's pass off the head of Lyon. In the 18. And kicked out by Bentley. A throw in for Earlham. Dewey's throwing goes off the head of Horton. Falls in front of Beal. Beal's able to get by Stout. Beal's pass. Falls in front of Cunningham. Cunningham out to Sandrowski. Over to Welsh. But Bentley comes away with the possession. And Morrison kicks it away all the way back to the midfield. Off the head of Baker. Will be ran down by McCree. McCree up to Welsh. Whistle blown. Call goes against the Ravens as they commit the foul, and free kick for the Quakers coming up. Kaylee Hall up to Beal, back to Hall. Hall dribbling. Off of Miller. Outside of the 18, Ravel has it and has room to dribble and will pass it up to Baker, over to Baver, and once again Anderson keeps Earlham away from getting a shot off at Allen. Over to Ravel. Ravel gets by McCree, will have a clear shot, and her shot sails just over the goal and out of bounds. Goal kick coming up for Mel Johnson. Substitution for Anderson as Essex comes back in for Baker. Ball sails out of bounds off of Earlham. Anderson throwing. The pass up ahead looking for Essex. Johnson runs it down and makes the grab for Earlham. At midfield, Bentley up to Essex. Substitutions for Earlham. Miller, Bassard, Sandrowski, and Dewyer will all come out of the game. Spade, Emma Jones, Burkett, and Blackburn all come back into the matchup. Spade wasn't able to get control of it. Pulaski up ahead to Baver. Outside of the 18. Baver's pass to Essex gets Beyer. Will sail out of bounds. A goal kick for Mel Johnson coming up. Free kick for the Quakers as the call went against the Ravens. Plank at the midfield circle will pass across the field to Stout. off of Jones. And kicked away by Hall. We're approaching 5 minutes remaining in this second half. Earlham's got 5 minutes to try to get on the board. Blackburn back to Cunningham. Up to Burkett. Blackburn. Pass kicked away by Morrison and out of bounds. Throw in for the Quakers coming up. Plank pass up ahead to Bentley. Out of bounds. Corner kick for the Ravens coming up. The corner kick from Essick. Caught by Mel Johnson. Kicked away by Morrison as she dribbles near the midfield line. Under 3.5 minutes remaining. Just inside the 18, but kicked out by Plank right to Blackburn. 3 minutes remaining. The pass to Cunningham. Kicked out right to Spade. Over to Beal. Beal's pass off of Essex, and Bentley comes away with it for the Ravens and dribbles away from their 18 out of bounds at the midfield line. Haley Beal dribbling. In the corner. Out of bounds. And a corner kick for the Quakers. We're approaching 2 minutes remaining in this second half. Yuli Spade will have the corner kick for the Quakers. Spade's kick is caught by Allen. Nice grab from the Anderson goalkeeper. Kaylee Hall up ahead. And kicked out of bounds off of the Ravens. Throw in for the Quakers with 1:15 remaining in the game. Out of bounds off of Earlham. Throw in for the Ravens. Under a minute remaining in the half. Burkett. The pass up ahead will sail out of bounds. Another Anderson throw in. Beal dribbling. The pass up ahead. Allen will come out and make the scoop for the Ravens. And we have a quick injury timeout when Lyon made that slide. She was slow to get up, and it looks like she's got a little limp on her. Lion said she is okay. So play resumes. Kicked away by Allen. We're under 30 seconds. Kicked away by Johnson. It will be ran down by Baver. We are under 10 seconds remaining. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 out of bounds, and that is going to run out the clock. So that is going to do it here at Matlock Messer Stadium. Final score of the game, Anderson 1, the Quakers 0. Anderson improves to 10-2-2, 4-1-1 in the ACAC. Earlham drops to 7-8 and 0-6 in the ACAC. Again, they will be at Franklin this Saturday, and their next home game will be next Saturday against Manchester. So that is going to do it for us at Matlock Messer Stadium and at Earlham College. Again, Earlham falls to the Ravens 1-0. This has been RadioTroy.com providing you today's game, and we wish you all a very good night, and we'll see you next time.